O'Brien just told the supervisor to get out of here because she's not helping. She told me that people perceived complaints that I was yelling at anybody. She said that I was looking inside and they banned me for 1 day. Now I'm asking for the supervisor. O'Brien has been giving me such a hard time not being able to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. So I told her, go get a snack so you can understand the words. Somebody perceived something incorrectly and you're gonna ban me from the library. You know how much discrimination that is? Yeah, because you wouldn't do that to anybody else.
That's something,
Would you?
You got to take up with the library.
Oh, I'm gonna take it up with the city for you, O'Brien.
Okay, you do what you gotta do, buddy.
I definitely will.
Okay. I don't know what you want from me. I'm not the one giving you this. It's the library.
You're giving me grief. Look, she told me. She basically backed up what you said, that people are perceiving something incorrectly, and you're gonna ban me for the. Where's your lapel cam?
Lapel? I don't have one.
She doesn't have a lapel cam. She has a body cam. She doesn't have a lapel cam. She has a body cam because the lapel's up here. That is the craziest nonsense that I've heard. No, the second craziest. When they said I'm sitting here screaming at people. They won't let me inside to eat my lunch, so I come to eat outside.
They won't let you eat inside?
Yeah.
But they'll let you go inside. Because she said she told you to come inside, right?
Yes.
Why did they tell you to come inside?
I have no idea. I have every right to go inside. I have every right to sit outside. But they threatened. They said that I'm loitering. I'm loitering. I just got here. And then it's against the code of conduct to look through the window at a trio. It's Mary, Kevin, and Renee just sitting there conspiring against me. And now they say I have no option to defend myself, even though they just said somebody misconceived what they heard. That's Officer O'Brien. This guy, he's been cordial. He's just trying to do. He's called the supervisor. Sometimes in neutrality, the best thing to do is just listen, and not remind people that you're not understanding them, because I'm talking too fast. Apparently, I'm talking too fast.
Much better now.
And now I gotta sit here and wait for the super. I'm sitting here editing I was about to leave. I was about to leave in 10 minutes. But you're not gonna ban me for 24 hours. I'm not gonna play this game with you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and let you guys harass me. I'm pretty sure they called you 2 hours ago? They called you like 12:30?
They actually called us for somebody else.
That was me.
Somebody refused to put their mask on. That's why we came. And then when we
So
came,
is that why they threatened me with loitering?
No, they were gonna hand this to you, and they saw us. They asked if we could help them hand this to you.
Oh no,
That's the only
definitely not.
reason why
I'm definitely not going to accept it. I'm not going to no, because the simple fact is, you guys know, the police know. They just said that people misconceive what happened. They thought somebody else. Look, they try to blame me for another crime. They say, oh, not a crime, another misconduct. They said somebody refused to wear a mask, so they bring it to me. Why are you guys harassing me? This don't make no sense. Do you not see what's wrong with that? I want to honestly know. Like, can you hear what I'm saying? Am I saying it like? Am I not using the right words?
You're using correct words, but we can't speak on their behalf. They just asked us to hand this
You
to
can't speak to them and say, hey, look, you just said somebody misconceived what happened, and we're not gonna uphold this because it was a mistake.
If they make a decision and want to give you this paperwork, that's entirely up to them. They asked us to help them out by handing.
Also, you're not an official. This is not an official call.
This is an official call now.
No, it's not. You just said you're doing them a favor. Oh, now you're walking into it.
That's not what we're doing here. Is not wrong. We're not doing anything.
Yes, it is. You two people just said someone misunderstood a situation, and you're banning me for 24 hours.
We're not banning.
What? Go ahead, O'Brien.
I got nothing to say. Have a good
Plead
day.
the fifth. Plead the fifth.
Have a good day.
Okay, you can leave.
You're gonna twist my words. So
You
it
can
doesn't
leave.
matter. You could too, and you're going to at some point here soon.
Exactly. Yeah, I was going to, but now I'm going to sit here and speak to your supervisor. No, you're not going to give me that paper. I'm not going to accept that.
Okay.
I'm not going to accept that for something. If look, check this out. If I give you a ticket for something you didn't do, would you accept that ticket?
Yeah,
Even if I didn't accept it, I'd still be held to answer for it. I'd still have to go and be responsible for it. Even if you don't accept this, there's still
You wouldn't call somebody supervisor to get that ticket ripped up?
They'll
No,
rip those up.
I would.
Well, not literally ripped up.
I
You know,
what
like
you mean. I know
yeah.
what you mean.
So if you could find a witness who said the cop was at fault, you wouldn't call for a supervisor to make a correction in what's going on? Because I want to speak to her supervisor, but her supervisor's not available. She just told me.
She is the supervisor.
No. I want to speak to her who governs her?
Let me
Cindy
ask you
clearly?
So her supervisor comes out here, and she tells you the same thing. Are you gonna want to talk to her supervisor too?
Yeah.
And then
Because
what if that
look,
supervisor says
if someone's accusing you of something you didn't do,
I did.
if somebody's accusing you of something you didn't do, you're just gonna bend over?
No, of course not. Of course not. But if every level of supervision tells you the same thing,
That's not every level. That's one.
okay.
That's one.
And then if you go up that level and they tell you the same thing, and then my
Then that's
sergeant tells-
discrimination. Then that's when I take it up with City Hall. That's when I take it up with City Hall.
And what if they tell you the
But
same
look, I'm not just gonna walk away without incident, take it up with City Hall without anything
Making drama.
to prove. Yeah, you know what's drama? You know what's drama? Me being harassed by these security guards and you guys not giving a fuck. That's what it is. Pardon my language. I'm just a little emotional right now.
Tell.
One person don't care, one person don't really understand. Because he said it's official. Did you get the call? Did you get a call?
Nobody called us.
So there you go. So there's no incident on a call log that because look, in order to hand me that, they got to get the police. If you don't know the protocol, if I got to teach you how to do your job.
Thank you. I need something to
Now the supervisor's arriving. I can't wait to speak to the supervisor.
Yeah.
Let me find the PC for you guys. Because I'm pretty sure you don't know what when someone uses the police department to molest someone's feet, someone's
Molest?
yes.
Jeez.
What else do you call
Taking
this?
that to another extreme.
What else do you call this?
We're out investigating a sexual assault now, so
Do you know what the word molest means? That means
you?
bothered.
You might want to
Yeah,
check
no,
that.
no. Sexual molestation is what you're talking about, O'Brien. Go get something to eat.
You need to do something.
I just ate. I know what the word molest means. You're disturbing me. Should I change my words? I'm the one being disturbed. Let me find the PC. You guys can find them. You can arrest them for that. But let me get the PC. Maybe your supervisor will understand. What is the PC? I think is 635Y. So they incorrectly accuse me of bothering patrons, looking inside, and they want to issue me a 24-hour ban. Before I speak to you, supervisors, give me one moment. Let me find the one moment. Let me just find the PC so I can speak to you more clear. Thank you.
No, we have
You guys are more than welcome to take 9,
What?
You don't want this document, right, sir?
I don't.
Okay.
I refuse the ban. I refuse to accept it. It's not an official call. They made a mistake and they want to issue me a ban for a mistake they made? No. No.
You're still going to be banned whether you have this document or not. But if you don't want
No.
it, that's fine.
No. I will not accept that ban.
Sir, may I please ask your name?
My name is Jonathan Kelsey. Would you like me to give you my ID?
No, it's okay.
Jonathan Kelsey.
Thank you, Mr. Kelsey. I am Sergeant Gazziola.
Can you repeat that, please?
Sergeant Gazziola?
Sergeant Gazziola.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. What is it 635? No, it's 365Y. No, oh, here he goes. Are you familiar with Penal Code 653Y? It states any person who knowingly uses, who allows the use or who uses the 911 telephone system for any other reason than an emergency of a guilty infraction is punishable as the following. Basically, summarizing it because I can go through it all. Using the police to infringe upon liberties. And that's exactly what's happening. I didn't do anything wrong. They made a mistake. Why am I getting banned for it?
Hey, Mr. Kelsey, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I literally just arrived here a few minutes ago. But what they are saying, though, is they would like for you to leave for 1 day.
And I don't want to leave.
Okay. And unfortunately, with all due respect, this is their property.
This is city property.
Correct.
Is this private property? Just to put it on tape, is this private property?
If you could just please let me finish.
I apologize. These people got me riled up.
I can understand. This is, yes, it's government owned property open to the public, yet there are still rules that the staff here can enforce.
And if they are wrong, am I not allowed to speak to their supervisor?
Yes, but hang on, let me add this caveat to it. My realm in law enforcement, I'm primarily familiar with the California Penal Code. Yes, you asked me 653Y, which I'm unfamiliar with. I know 653X, which means annoying phone calls to 911.
Yeah, it's in the same branch. It's in the same branch.
But just in regards to their rules and how they operate here, I'm not an expert on that.
So they can discriminate against me because I'm homeless. Is that what you're saying?
Here's the thing. I don't know. I am going to presume that they are not discriminating against anyone. I don't think they have a BMV.
Would you do me a solid? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. I apologize. Go ahead. Continue.
They said that your conduct was a certain manner here that is in violation or something regarding their rules and ordinances, and they would like you to be gone for a day. And I can tell you disagree with them. Whatever those rules are, like, that's their thing. What we do enforce, though, is if they say somebody's trespassing, they technically speak for this property even though it's open to the public. And our job is, if there is a trespassing violation, someone wants to press, hang on, sir, if someone wants to pursue this and press charges, we as police officers have to accept that arrest, and then this matter gets handled in court. We are not the judge. We are not saying you did anything wrong. We're not saying you're guilty. Now, they would have the burden of proof to show why you needed to be removed and why they wanted to prove charges. At the same time, too, you were afforded the opportunity to proclaim your innocence. Here, you and I discussing, debating what's the laws. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, but I'm not the judge on this. That's something a judge would have to decide.
Or their supervisor.
Or their supervisor.
The keyword that I want to mention, you said is. Oh, so okay.
You can also speak with their supervisor over the phone.
That's what I was trying to do. But I don't want to speak to a woman who just told me they made a mistake, but they want me to leave.
I think the best action in terms of speaking with somebody, maybe would be to speak with an outside supervisor who's not at this facility, which could be the library.
But this is the main library. How am I going to speak to that person if the person's here?
But what I'm saying is, like, here, I am a supervisor for the Glendale Police Department, but there's also different ranks above me. Just as I'm sure there's different ranks above the people that work here. If you have questions, which you obviously do, I don't believe you're going to like any of the answers they give you.
So if I get arrested, I want to get arrested. If I want to get arrested, hypothetically speaking, if I want to get arrested,
Yes.
I can just use that because they literally said that they made a mistake. Someone perceived that I was screaming at people.
Hey, I'm Mr. Kelsey. I hope you don't want to be arrested. I actually appreciate.
Is it still a zero bond?
I don't know.
Can you find that out for me?
Here's the thing. I can, but to facilitate this, unfortunately, we do have a lot of opportunity. If they want you to go today, you are going to have to go.
No, but I might want to go in cuffs.
Okay, and I get that. And if you do want to pursue that, we do have to book all of your stuff.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
Are you going to steal anything from me? I doubt it.
Sir,
I don't have anything unlawful.
We don't steal anything from anybody.
No, I don't have anything
What
unlawful.
I'm telling you is like the resolution you're seeking, the answers, I'm not going to be able to give you those today. But what I'm telling you is they are asking for you to leave. If they want to further pursue those charges, yes, you will have to leave. If you would like to get arrested, which I hope you don't, because to be quite frank, you're actually a nice guy and I appreciate you being respectful. Not that everybody in jail is a mean person, but I don't think jail helps your cause.
Oh, it does if you guys literally, your Officer O'Brien, she told me they made a mistake, but they want me to leave. The supervisor they sent out, she said they made a mistake and they want me to leave.
They made a mistake because they thought you were, there was a different disturbance call. They thought you were that person on that.
They thought I was screaming at patrons. They got calls all morning that I was screaming at patrons. I'm on my phone making videos.
Yes, but Officer O'Brien, Agent Gandara, they're good officers. If they made a mistake,
O'Brien needs to take a break. She needs something to eat. She's not thinking well.
Please let me continue. We're going to go figure out with this staff, but I just want to make sure you're willing to go to jail for this.
If it means a lawsuit, yeah, discrimination, yeah,
Give me 1 second.
yeah, no problem. Handle it.
We're gonna find out, Mr.
Sure, not a problem. I just want one more thing. Can you call in to see if they still have the zero bond? If I have that option available?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going, Scouts? Hi, can you hear me? Hey, quick question for you. What is the video? It's a sign up. And under the like, if there's if there was.
Oh, you said there wasn't. He's trying to change something.
What's the most it could be? They're checking right now because zero bail might have ended.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
We're gonna find out. I think it did end.
Right now, the supervisor is checking to see if zero bond ended.
Hey, how are you? Sorry about it. Quick question. What is the bail for trespassing? Yes. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's 500. There's no more zero bail.
There's no more zero. Okay, there's no more zero bail. I don't know. 500 would be $50.
I don't know. Sir.
Can I get money to come back? 'Cause I got money on my card, but I kind of like spent it on my bus pass.
Hey, Mr. Kelsey, I don't think going to jail is the best course of action. You can do what you want, but I'm like, you're a smart person.
Yeah, but think of this financially. They admitted they're wrong.
I'm a principles guy. I'm not a money guy.
I'm not either. But you gotta understand that. Look, for the last 4 years, these people have been picking on me, like literally going out of their way to make me. Look, I'm sitting
Mr.
quiet.
Kelsey, I haven't walked in your shoes. I don't know what you've had to deal with. But at the same time, too, like people that choose to want to go to jail, that's usually just not the best course of action.
Who wants to go to jail?
You would be better off. You have a phone, right?
Yeah.
Is that an iPhone?
No.
Okay. Well, I have notes on my iPhone. Notes where it's like you can basically type out a good letter.
So
I am wicked with the pen.
I literally went to the director, and you know what she did? She sided with her staff.
And here's the thing: sometimes things are better in writing.
I wrote a letter to the mayor, and nothing happened.
Regarding this library,
Yes.
who was the mayor?
At the time, it was the mayor who had that brief stint before Mayor Devine. It was a female. Her name, I have her card somewhere.
Oh, was it Laura Freeman?
I believe she was a Romanian one.
I'm sorry. Did you in the mornings? Would you be in front where the memorial walls are?
Yes.
I've seen you there before. I
Yes.
used to always go walking around in front.
Yes. That's me.
Well, nice to finally meet you.
Same here.
Actually, I apologize for meeting under these terms. So.
That's okay. Her name was Ara Nahari.
That's actually a sir.
Oh, that's a sir.
Yeah.
Why'd they tell me it was a ma'am?
That's why I sent the email. I was trying to think who. I was trying to think of last email.
Well, then
He's a good dude.
his aide told me that I'll speak to her or I'll give this to her later. But I gave her.
I know Mr. Arn, and no, he's a male, but I mean, it doesn't matter. But, if they didn't respond to you, shame on them. I believe in responding, good or bad. You should always offer a response, especially as a government official. If you ask a question, they should have responded to you, and shame on them for not doing it. And I don't have any cards handy, but I would give you. You've been
No, that's
recording
fine.
these, so
I'm recording everything. Yeah. I just feel that because you guys are the superior authority within a city building, that if you see an injustice, you guys can intervene and offer your opinion.
There's nothing superior about us. We are public servants. At the same time, too, when I say a public servant, is hey, we are here to offer service. And when I say service, it's either the enforcement of laws, the rendering of aid. But in terms of resolving disputes, and when I say dispute is here, there's a difference of opinion on a matter right here. The best we can do is try to mediate. But in terms of like rendering a decision, that's not our realm.
No, but the thing is that your two officers, when they were speaking to the supervisor, offered no form of mediation.
And here's the thing, like, it's hard for me to comment on what they did and what they didn't do because I wasn't here.
Is there any way I can, like, who do I speak to?
Here's the thing, we all wear body cams.
Yeah.
So whatever the dialogue was, how you get it, and don't hate my guts, there's a lot of things I don't know.
Right
But
now,
I'm
you're the
sure
most reasonable
it's
person
all
to speak
been
to.
documented somewhere, and it's, when I say documented, it's been radio recorded just like you're video recording me.
How do I? Oh, it was, yeah, it's still recording. How do I go about bringing up this incident regarding like the way that your officers are approach me?
And that's the thing. The only way I know how it's done, when I say the only way I know, is that hey, if there's criminal prosecution,
So that's why jail
or
is
civil
necessary.
litigation. But
Okay.
essentially, is
The same.
But like, we don't just give out all our body cam footage to.
Oh no, not for me to see, but to be
can it be
investigated.
can it be given to somebody? Yes. Typically, it has to involve some type of court procedure.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I was
I
more going
here's
along the lines of
I
having
know there's
like.
public records request acts. You can request.
Oh, I don't need the body cam. I just need like a supervisor to check their procedure.
For them, I don't know. I don't know how the library does it.
No, I mean for O'Brien.
That's all being recorded. Like if this were to go to court in any manner.
So I have to either go to jail or file a
No.
lawsuit.
Like, here's the thing. Can I give you my number? I will find out what the process is for getting this.
Sure.
Do you have a pen handy? Actually, are you recording? Let's give it out.
Oh yeah, sure.
My cell phone number.
Okay.
818 484 1941. Today's my Friday. If I don't have an answer for you, don't hate my guts if I don't get back to you till Thursday.
Okay. So today's your Friday.
I
Okay.
work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But if I don't get an answer for you today, I will get one by Thursday.
Okay. So
what the
just give it
procedures
a
are
couple
to get
days and okay. Thank you. It was
Gaxiola.
Daxiola.
George, A, X as an X-ray, I-O-L-A. When you
Gaxiola.
leave, I will let you video record.
No, it's fine. Gaxiola. Actually, yeah. So I can spell it. Say it. Can you repeat it again?
You can just record it.
Okay.
It's
So
the
it's
best.
Gaxiola.
There you go, sir.
Like hello.
Yeah.
It's like Gax and hello. Gaxiola. Gotcha.
Usually people call me Godzilla. I
Godzilla.
wish I was as big as Godzilla.
Oh, you don't need to be as big as Godzilla. Bruce Lee was a little smaller than me.
Bruce Lee's also a black belt in a bunch of awesome martial arts that
Yeah.
I think I'm 30 years behind on that.
It's never too late to start.
But I will say this, sir, I really, I love dialogue. When I say there's dialogue, I appreciate you letting me finish speaking. And even though we may not agree on things, it's the exchange of ideas that matters.
Yeah. As long as the ideas hold truth.
Correct. And the problem though is we're not the decision makers on what's the truth. You know what I mean? All our thing is like, hey, I want to hear your case. We'll present ours, and a higher authority gets to decide.
That's my point. If there's two sides of a story, shouldn't both sides be heard before someone's issued
Here's the thing.
a judgment? A judgment?
There's a forum for that sometimes, and this isn't the forum. Just as if we pull over somebody and want to give them a ticket, and they're like, "Hey, I know I stopped at that stop sign. I vehemently disagree with this citation." Then and there is not the time to hold court.
Huh. Yeah, you're right on that. You're right on that.
And
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm like, if somebody had a huge problem with that, somebody can demand to go to court. Look, I want to go to court right now. If we were going to give you a ticket right now for whatever, like, nope, I'm not signing it. I demand to see a judge. You will be afforded that opportunity. But there is a procedure which state laws allow that
But
you
you-
still have to be arrested. That's the
Wait, if they don't sign the ticket, you can arrest them?
yes.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes. And if it's because you refuse to see it, you refuse to sign a ticket. Say I want to see a judge right now. Yes, you would get arrested. You'd be taken to go see a judge when it's available. That's the thing. You just don't work 24/7. So if this is 8 o'clock at night on a Friday night, you're
I'm not even
seeing a
worried
judge
about
till
that.
Monday.
Yeah. I'm more, put me in general population so I can speak to the masses.
Have you ever been arrested before, sir?
Yes, but not in the state of California. Not in the last. I stopped.
State GP, you want to go general population, and much respect to that. But at the same time, like, jail is just not a good place to be.
I know. I definitely. I stopped breaking the law like many years. I moved to California because marijuana is illegal.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Here's the thing, sir. They do not want to press charges. But at the same time, too, they are respectfully asking that this dispute you have with them be resolved maybe some other time or a different forum, but they would like for you to leave.
So they're not. They don't. They look. They're saying I'm wrong. They're not going to press charges.
I
No,
don't know
I'm
what
just
they're saying.
reiterating.
I'm saying right now,
Mhm.
we went and asked if they wanted to prosecute. They do not want to prosecute. They do not want you arrested.
So they're basically
Hang on,
subliminally
sir.
admitting that I did nothing wrong.
Talk to them one more time.
But they're willing to hear you out. She's here. And she's
Sure.
willing to talk.
Excellent.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then yes, I will leave on my own free volition.
We're gonna just stand over there and we'll let you guys converse. You guys need anything from us, Mr. Kelsey? Like I said, sorry to meet under these terms. My car is right there.
Thanks, Godzilla. I appreciate
Be
it.
over there if you have any questions. Okay.
Godzilla.
Hi, Mr. Kelsey.
Hi.
Hi. So, I do not want us to say to the police, if he does not leave, then you need to arrest him. I don't want that to be how today ends. And so how can we...
Technically, I wanted it to be like that. I wanted to get arrested,
You
so
wanna get arrested?
so I can not only hit you guys with the biggest lawsuit that I possibly can, but to make sure that a few of your staff members go along with it. But because the supervisor gave me some helpful information, I'm willing to
Okay.
speak, tell my side of the story.
Okay. Okay, so what happened from your perspective?
I'm sitting here editing videos for Twitter. I got a complaint from Mary, the homeless outreach. She said that somebody complained that I'm yelling at them.
Okay.
I was not.
Okay.
Then maybe like an hour later, she came back out and she said that her supervisor is going to call the police on me for loitering. And I asked her, would you rather me be on the inside? And she said yes. Just
Yeah.
to address that,
Yeah.
what's the difference if I'm sitting right here and right there?
I mean, I think just that it's not really a seating area, but you're welcome
So,
inside the library
aesthetically.
on days when there's not, I mean, it's
Days when there's not,
it's-
excuse me, days when there's not what?
Days when we're not having all these issues, right? So you come back in 2 days or whatever. You follow the rules of being inside. You can be inside all you want. You can be inside all day.
But what rules did I break? Like, can I address that now?
Yeah. So what I have heard is that.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Nicole. My name's
Nicole.
Nicole. I'm the assistant director.
The AD of Cindy. Is Cindy
Oh,
clearly?
you're filming?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, just for my own recollection.
Sure. So, I'm the assistant director of the library. So our rules include, we've got interior and exterior rules of behavior. And one of those is, it falls under like harassment and how you're treating people. So would people feel harassed or intimidated? So if what I've heard is that you were yelling at patrons, okay. I've also heard.
Who is the supervisor beneath you? I'm sorry to
Paula.
interrupt.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what was her name? Hala came out here and told me that some patrons misconceived what was going on,
Yeah.
and they mistakenly accused me of yelling at them.
Sure.
Why should I be put at fault for something somebody else mistakenly said? The officer said the exact same thing.
Sure. So the other thing that I heard was that you were
Looking on the inside.
and shaking your fist at people, which I do think is
No,
something.
I was making the crying noise because they threatened to call the police on me 3 times for sitting here quietly.
Okay. And right, I wasn't here. I can't speak to right. Is that patron right? Are you right? Is the staff member right? Are you right?
Who
In any
can?
of these, I'm just hearing.
Who can speak? That's actually the person I need to speak to. The person who will hear both sides of the story
That's what
and consider not just your staff members, but the person who's being accused.
Yeah, I'm here to consider that. Let me tell you a little bit more about just kind of the process when we ask someone to leave for the day or ask someone to
Oh,
leave.
I was actually banned for a year.
Okay. This today?
No,
Okay.
like 2 years ago.
Okay.
It expired on 2020.
Okay.
Some guy was harassing me in the bathroom. He kept following me out, and he attacked me, and I fought him, and they banned me for a year for defending myself.
Okay. So, what we do when we ban someone is we give you some paperwork, and a piece of that paperwork says, if you don't think that this was justified, you can fill out the form and have a meeting with me or the director that just about what happened. So we have, anytime we kick someone out, we do have a process in place.
If I can prove that your security guards have been bullying me for the last 4 years, would that change your mind? Can I have a way to send you a video where you can see your security guard just isolating me and telling me to be quiet, and then you can see him kicking the wall?
Sure. Yeah.
Is there any way?
Yeah, you can absolutely send me that stuff, and I'll give you my email address. That's that's not a problem.
Because last time I was banned for 1 day
Mm-hmm.
for singing and dancing on the corner.
Okay.
Then I was banned for a week. Why did they ban me for a week? That's when pescado and fish came up, and what they said I was doing. Regardless,
Sure.
well, so anyways, I actually went to go speak to Cindy Clearly about the.
Oh, this was a while ago then. Okay.
She's no longer the director?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So it's under new management.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So I spoke to her directly, and she decided to side with the security guard who was literally picking on me, isolating. He lied to me about his name.
Mm-hmm.
He lied to me. Well, he told me that I was a fire hazard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, okay. So if you don't want me to sit right here, I guess
Yeah.
I'll just sit outside.
Uh-huh.
And when I sat outside, then he started harassing me
Sure.
in this area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's not today. This is in the.
How
the
long
past.
have you been the AD?
2 years.
2 years. No. Okay. No, you wouldn't been here. I actually protested the library for my 30-day ban.
Oh, okay.
Yes. They called the police on me and said that I was in the restroom for 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And I was in the bed. I was in there about like 15 minutes. I was
Sure.
using the restroom. I got a lot of baggage to move. So they banned me for spending an exorbitant amount of time in the restroom, which was incorrect.
Okay.
I brought this to Cindy's attention, and she did nothing. She didn't check the cameras to see how long I was in the bathroom for. She didn't speak to me on if there was any other incidences that would lead up to it. She wanted to hear exactly what happened, and she dismissed me.
Okay.
I want to know if you're going to do the same thing to me.
So, I can't say like what my response would be, of course. But what I can say is that I'll listen to you. That I'll look at whatever, like if we can get security camera footage, I'll look at all that stuff. I could definitely commit to that, and I will also talk to my team as well about, just about what's happened here today. What my goal is really. It would be great to have you as a library user if you can commit to the rules that we have in place.
I have no problem with the rules. I sitting here
one
quiet.
of the rules is this is not a seating area.
So
right?
if I was sitting,
And that's
where
not a sitting area either.
where
right?
where can I go to sit that's not directly where all the patrons are passing immediately, and where your staff won't bother
Sure.
me inside?
Sure. So we've got there are benches in the front, and we often.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that the front is usually like packed with pedestrians with a Patriot crossing, and I don't really like to.
No, I don't mean the. I mean the kind of just as you come out the entrance. Can you see the umbrellas?
Yes.
That's a seating area there. We usually have tables and chairs that we bring out every day, and there's kind of bench seating where people sit often. So that's a space that's like designated for seating.
Yeah, I have an issue with like being around people. I don't mind being around people, but I like to just be alone sometimes because I just like it. Yeah, I just do.
You don't have
I just
to
do.
justify it to me. Being alone is nice.
It is. It's
But,
lovely. It's
yeah.
it's peaceful.
Yeah.
Especially when I can be in nature. I mean, if you guys had a bench like right here, it'd be perfect for me. But so if I send you the video, you'll take into consideration that your staff has been harassing me, and you're gonna actually do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look at it and I'll make a determination. So I want to make sure that I'm really clear on what happened today, and I think you were asked to, is today the first day you were asked to leave, or you were asked to leave
I was asked to leave 5 times today.
5 times today? Okay, so tell me about that. So just tell me about what happened over the course of today.
I was sitting down here. I spoke to Mary. We caught up. And then I noticed Kevin, Mary, and Renee standing right there just gawking at me. I go about my business. Then Mary comes out again and she tells me that I'm harassing patrons, and she asked me to stop. I'm like, I wasn't talking to anybody.
Sure.
Just on my phone. After that, before that, the newer security guard, he came out, he jumped up here, and he told me the same thing. He said that they're getting a complaint that I'm yelling at people.
Yeah.
And which was incorrect. Hala told me that the what they perceived was incorrect. So I figured, okay, so
was
third
there,
time.
can I ask quickly?
Sure.
Was there was there anything you were doing that would make people feel like you were yelling at them? It does not sound like you were intending to
I was
yell
sitting
at them.
here eating lunch. I was eating soup without a spoon, so it's not like I could even.
Okay.
So I was having lunch here, and then the security guard came out. Then Mary came out, and I told her because she said I was loitering. I'm like, what's the difference if I'm sitting here than if I'm sitting at the end of the ramp where those other people are? And then she came. She apologized to me. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was about a different, unrelated call."
Okay.
And then I went about my business again. And then I was approached by Officer O'Brien and Gandara
Okay.
about me doing the same thing that they accused me of the same thing. But Mary apologized and said it wasn't me.
Okay.
And then I got issued a ban.
Okay. Okay. So,
It's complete error on your staff.
how long was the ban for today?
24 hours.
24 hours? Okay, I'm gonna ask them to bring. I think they still have the paperwork, so I'll go get it because we don't usually do the paperwork for. Well, sometimes we will do the paperwork for.
Oh, Kevin will do the paperwork like this.
So, really, what we need from you, if you want to spend time at the library, is to
be subservient to people just antagonizing me and pointing the finger, using the police to infringe upon my liberties.
That's not what I want.
That's what's happening.
What we want is just like following the rules. So right, it's not a seating area. If you can use the seating area. If you want to come inside, right, there's some bag. You probably are aware. It sounds like there's some like bag limits and things like that.
Will I be allowed to be inside with this luggage? This is just trash right here.
This is too big.
Oh, so I can't go inside.
With this. Yeah.
So I
You
can't
cannot
go
bring
inside.
that inside. Yeah. So unfortunately. So that's just.
Oh, okay. So now this area is not because I won't let them separate me with this.
Sure, that's understandable.
So you're telling me I'm not allowed inside?
Well, I mean, with this bag, what you can do though is use the seating area in the front.
And if it's populated with lots of people, what should I do?
I mean, then you got to find a different place to sit. Like, if that's not going to work for you, I understand, but we can't like ask other people to leave or whatever. So, those are the kind of the options.
Okay, so
here.
I don't have an option to go inside. I don't have an option to sit outside in the sunlight. I could go all the way over there in the shade, but it's like there's no sunlight over there. So I basically you're telling me I can't win.
That's not what I'm trying to tell you, okay? And it sounds like, right, that's how you're hearing it, and I'm sorry that that's...
So you're not
that's
accommodating me at all. That's basically what you're saying. You're saying I can go sit in the populated area because you just said that being alone is peaceful.
Yeah. There's also, I mean, there are other areas not too far away where there's outdoor seating that do have some sunshine. So the breezeway between the buildings over there.
I can't get the Wi-Fi from over there though.
I understand.
That's the catch.
Yeah. There's bench
I mean, there's a
seating
bunch
over
of there's a
there.
bunch of people over there. Can I go sit over there with those bunch of people over there?
I don't know where they are seated.
At the bottom of the ramp.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the ramp.
I'll take a look. Let me tell you what my biggest concerns today are. It's people feeling intimidated and harassed. Like, that's my biggest concern today.
I am definitely feeling intimidated and harassed.
I understand.
And I would definitely like you to check the cameras to see when I started looking inside.
Yeah.
Because I started looking inside to see who's sitting here antagonizing me, who's harassing me, who's telling people to make false complaints about me.
Yeah.
And I could tell you the three, but I don't think it's really Mary so much. I think it's just Kevin and Renee.
Okay. The other piece is really when we ask you to leave because you've broken a rule, that's the time to leave.
What's the rule again that I broke?
Well, they're saying it's the intimidation and harassment thing, right? That you're
But
creating issues with.
Your Hala told me that was incorrect.
That's not what I heard from her, so I'll have some conversations and try to understand.